How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're going to go over the new Team of the Year content we finally got. We've all been waiting for this for a while now. So yeah, today we're going to go through all the details, all the cards. I'm going to give you guys a ranking from what I think is the best to the worst. We're also going to go over the cost to make all the cards and which ones I think are worth it the most. We're going to look at each card individually, point out their strong points and everything like that. It's going to be a super detailed video, and it's going to be really helpful to you guys, so stick around and yeah, let's get on with the video. Alright guys, so here we can see our 6 Team of the Years for this year. So of course we got McDavid, McKinnon, and Matthew Tkachuk. He was a bit of a surprise to some people, but he was in the running, so they did give it to Tkachuk. And then on defense we got Cale Makar and Miro Heiskanen. And then in net we got Linus Ullmark. So some really strong options here, guys. Some of these are really interesting, especially Heiskanen. That's going to be a big topic of today's video. So yeah, these are your Team of the Years. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, it's going to be, they're the best cards in the game, right? Like there's nothing else to top these guys. It's worth doing anything you can to get your hands on them. And I do suggest you guys try your absolute best to get as many of these as you can, because you only have a week, and then after that they're gone, and it's going to be nearly impossible to get them. All right, so yeah. All right, so if we head over to the collection set here, we can take a look at the Team of the Years. So here they are. In my opinion, I'm going to give you guys my personal rankings on who I think is the best one. And I think most of us are going to agree on this list, but some people might have a couple different thoughts. But number one, kind of a no-brainer, Connor McDavid, Team of the Year. So you got the 3 synergy points for every synergy, which is huge. You can activate any synergy you want now, pretty much, even speed boost. So that becomes super helpful. So yeah, he's got sniper forward. Like, it's not even worth naming all these guys. They all have pretty much every ability in the game. So yeah. And then for his abilities, gold wheels, silver unstoppable force, silver elite edges, born leader, puck on a string, and make it snappy. Like, these are the 3 best abilities in the game right here in terms of offense. So just an unbelievable card. Look at that skating, 97 acceleration, 97 speed. Obviously, if you throw on some of these, his shot becomes just lethal. His hands are pretty much maxed, guys. So yeah, number 1, Connor McDavid gets my first pick. Alright guys, number 2 on my list is going to be another forward. We got Nathan McKinnon, 6 foot, 200 pound. His build is unbelievable, and that custom stride, he feels amazing. Yeah, he's got sniper forward, pretty much same thing, all these abilities here. You guys can kind of see him for yourself. Yeah, his abilities are pretty much the exact same. Gold wheels, silver elite edges, silver unstoppable force, and then a couple extras here. These are the only ones I'd really recommend. I just personally threw gold wheels on him. I'll show you guys my team after my Team of the Year cards. But yeah, and then he's got, yeah, look at that guy skating, 97 speed. Everything's above 90. 90 endurance at this point in the game is huge also, and you can get that up even higher with the synergies. Yeah, McKinnon is definitely a must-make, so I got him at number 2. Alright, this is where it might get a little bit controversial. So for my third pick, I'm actually going to go with Miro Heiskanen. Simply, well, Makar has an X Factor, so he's obviously really good still. If you have his X Factor, try to trade that in if you can. But just in terms of builds and defensive abilities, I'm going to go with Heiskanen here. He's got 2-way defenseman, agile dangler boost, and like I said, all these abilities. All of his silver ones are pretty much useless except for elite edges, but this makes this card absolutely just like over the top. This gold shutdown is absolutely nuts on this card. He's 6'1", so he's pretty tall, and for some reason Heiskanen's stick always feels a little bit longer in game, so he feels amazing. He's always an insanely good skater. So if you look at his skating, if we throw on some synergies here, yeah, pretty good shot. His checking is pretty good, 94 strength, 92 body checking. His defensive awareness, 99, stick checking, 99. Yeah, Heiskanen is my third pick, although Makar is a close kind of gamble. Just personally, there's a little bit less left-handed defensemen in the game. I know Hedman is kind of up there now as one of the best one, along with the team builders. But I actually took Hedman off my team and replaced him with Miro Heiskanen, just because in the long term, I think this is definitely the play. All right, number 4, Cale Makar. I mean, this card is so good. His abilities are insane. Gold Heat Seeker is not great, but it could have some use on a defense. For 6 points, it could be lethal with his shot. But yeah, he's got a ton of synergies here. Same thing, 3 points. And then yeah, this, if you want to throw on Elite Edges or Wheels, if I was using this card personally, I'd probably just throw on Elite Edges and stick them up, because for 6 points, that's a great combo to have. But you can try with Heat Seeker. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to test these cards out. I'm going to get all of them, so we're going to try it out after. But yeah, 97 acceleration. He gets up to 99 speed. His hands are disgusting. He's a little bit smaller defensively than Heiskanen. He's only 5'11", and his defense isn't maxed out 99 like Heiskanen. So he's definitely an offensive defenseman. But yeah, everyone should get this card, guys. All the 4 cards I just named, I think, are must-make and will be among the best cards in the game for the rest of the year. All right, coming in at number 5, in my opinion, the worst skater from this event, Matthew Tkachuk, 6'2", 201. He's got power forward, sniper forward, a couple of good abilities. Speed boost definitely is going to be needed on him. He's only got 89 speed, which is terrible at this point in the game. 89 acceleration, not good. He's never really a great skater. And something about Tkachuk cards, I just feel like they're a little bit choppy. He doesn't feel very snappy in game. But yeah, his shot is kind of mid compared to the other ones, right? Mid-90s. He's obviously got a pretty good shot. That's one of his strong points. But he's not great at anything. So that's why I have him as the number 5. Yeah, wouldn't really recommend making this card if you're kind of cutting it close and you're like exasperating all of your resources. I'd probably just hold off and go for another team builder or something for now, for the next round of team builders coming up. But yeah, that's my rankings for the skaters. And then number 6 on the list, we got Linus Ullmark. Not really worth it for a goalie, but honestly, this kind of looks really good. Like, this is probably the best goalie in the game. 6'5", with these amount of abilities and synergies is absolutely nuts. Gold Instincts is really solid. Yeah, if you're hot rich, this is the best goalie in the game. He literally has the 6 best abilities, and it's not even close. This is an insanely good card. Yeah, I would make him if I had the resources. I don't know if I'll get to it. 69 aggression is really nice. His speed is 91. Yeah, obviously a great goaltender. You kind of set it and forget it for the rest of the year if you can afford it. But yeah, so that's my rankings for the top 6 team of the years for the men's week. We'll see the women's cards next week. I'm probably not going to make any of those, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so let's move on. I'll show you guys my team. I got a huge team update for you guys. And then I'll show you guys the sets and how to make these cards. Alright, God, does this look good, guys. So, first line, we got McKinnon and McDavid. We just built both of them. We got Mario Lemieux. Yeah, this is an insane line, guys. It's not even really up for debate. This is probably the best first line in the game. Doesn't get much better. Second line, we got Gretzky, Eichel, and Shanahan. Yeah, Eichel is still really good. I got gold Elite Edges on him after that speed boost, so he's really nasty. And then third line here, we got Nietzsche, Medano, and Nylander. We'll see what happens. I have no 4th line right now because I just kind of put some stuff into the sets. So we're going to be running with a pretty shitty 4th line for a while, but it is what it is. It's worth it, guys, to go ahead and make these cards because you're not going to have the chance later on. And then on defense, we moved Regeer up to the first line with Makar. I'm going to trade him in for the team of the year after this video. I'm just short a couple of collectibles, so we're going to make that happen. And then second line, we got a coin and the team of the year, Miro Heiskanen. I've played a couple of games already. He feels absolutely insane. His skating is just disgusting, and the gold shutdown is just, it's amazing, guys. Nothing gets by him. He's always on the back check. He's insane. And then third pair, we got Willie Mitchell and the X Factor, Drew Doughty. I'm hoping he scores a couple goals here. Just to push him over the top, up to 92, 94. But yeah, so there's my team. We're still rocking the 85 Ottinger. Yeah, he's been solid for me. We'll see if I can somehow get my hands on an Ullmark. That would be great, but we'll see what happens. All right, so if we head over to the sets, you click on that. You got the team of the year sets here. So here's all your players. It's going to cost you 40 collectibles to make them from scratch, and if you have their X Factor maxed out, it's only going to cost you 23, which is actually a huge discount. It's pretty much half the price, right? So it's really good. If you have it as X Factor, then yeah, it's a no-brainer to go ahead and make these. Yeah, same thing with Makar. He's got his X Factor, so there it is. Those are the sets, and then to actually acquire the collectibles, so you're gonna need 40 gold players for one, 35 80 pluses for one, 30 81 pluses, 15 82 pluses. And then here's, like, I wouldn't recommend doing these. Obviously, just anything untradeable, throw them in here, but I would not depend on these sets at all. But this is where the juice really is over here. So we got 583s for one. So it is the same as the power-up collectible sets, like most people predicted. Then same thing here, 584s for two. This is a pretty good value. If I were building it right now, 84s would be very solid. And then we got 585s. You get 3 collectibles and a player's pack. Not really worth it. The 85s kind of took a bit of a hit. They're not the greatest way to go, but the market is up right now with everything, so I wouldn't recommend buying these if you guys are doing them. Then 86s, these are great value. 3 86s for 4 collectibles. I think this might be the best way to go for most people. Yeah, great value on that one. And then 87s, so 2 of them gets you 4 collectibles and then 2 players packs. So this is actually pretty good too. The 87s weren't going for much more than the 86s not long ago. So I did buy up a bunch of 87s and it seemed to do pretty well. Yeah. And then this is the biggest set you can do. They actually added this in. Not many people thought they would, but now you can trade in your 88s. So 188 overall will get you 4 collectibles. So if you have any 88s sitting on your team, put them in there. That's great value. Especially like the Christmas cards, right? Like I put my Zibanejad into this set. I even put my Joe Sakic MSP into this set. It's just worth it. It just makes it a lot easier to get those extra collectibles. So yeah, guys, those are the sets. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely super excited to get used to these cards and kind of figure out the different abilities and stuff. I'm not really sure what I'm going to activate on them yet, so I'll get back to you guys with another video probably sometime next week after my Hut Champs run. Let you guys know what I use for the abilities and stuff. But yeah, these are all great cards. I hope you guys can make as many as you can. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.